Recumbent exercise bikes have proven to be one of the best tools for low-impact cardio at home or in the gym. However, finding a recumbent bike that brings all the right features without breaking the bank isn't as simple as it sounds. Today we're going to show you some of the best recumbent bikes under $500. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Schwinn 230 Recumbent Bike. Schwinn's 230 recumbent bike has proven to be an optimal bang for your buck option for those looking to stretch their investment. Not only is it the best recumbent bike under $500, but it's one of the best exercise bikes under $500 of any kind. The bike features a sturdy but low-profile step-through frame that makes it easy to get on and off the bike. The frame features leveling feet in the back that allow you to level the bike on uneven surfaces and eliminate annoying wobbles. In the front, you've got a pair of wheels that make moving the bike around fairly easy. The seat is made of contoured, ventilated hard plastic that is relatively comfortable despite not being heavily padded. A caveat here is that if you don't have much natural padding, you'll start to really feel the hard plastic seat after a time. All in all though, combined with the side-mounted handlebars, you're looking at a pretty comfortable setup for longer rides. The seat is mounted to a solid rail that allows for plenty of adjustment for height. Up front, we've got a well-balanced, precision-machined flywheel. It runs reasonably smoothly and quietly even if you push it hard. Resistance on this bike is digitally controlled via the main console unit. It sports a large interface with numerous, but intuitive controls. This console also features two different displays sitting one on top of the other. The top one is used to navigate the built-in programs and other options, while the lower one displays your main stats. Right underneath the top screen is a media shelf where you can place your phone or tablet once you've selected the program you want to run for your workout. As far as built-in features and creature comforts go, the Schwinn 230 comes with two user profiles, meaning that more than one person can build their own routine. There are 22 presets to choose from. These include various programs that simulate real-world terrain, 8 heart rate control programs and more. Manual resistance selection is limited to 20 levels. The console features a set of built-in speakers that come with an auxiliary in port, as well as a USB port that makes it easy to charge your devices while you ride. Number 2. Harison Magnetic Recumbent Bike. The Harison model we're looking at here takes a different type of approach to recumbent bikes. They've gone with a more minimalist design. Starting from the frame, we see solid tubing all over, which inspires confidence if you're looking for ultimate stability. Although the bike does come with leveling feet, they are the rotating caps which are more rudimentary than screw-in feet like on the Schwinn 230 above. The seat's design is a hybrid of a contoured mesh plastic backrest and simple padded bottom. In terms of comfort, it gets the job done, but that thin padding can cause some fatigue over time. Since the bike features heart rate monitoring, you've got two sensors mounted on handlebars next to the seat. The seat itself is mounted on a slim rail that can take up to 350 lbs of weight maximum. We'd definitely like to see a more robust rail design, as it feels like Harison cut a few corners in this department. With that said, the rail manages the weight well enough. The flywheel is of average weight and quality, but still runs relatively quiet and smooth. Pushing it hard will cause some noise, but it's unlikely to impact your overall experience. This being an analog machine means that resistance is adjusted using a twistable knob that's mounted underneath the display unit. There are 14 levels of resistance, which is plenty enough for people at all fitness levels to get a robust cardio workout. The display setup on top is fairly basic and shows you your most important metrics such as speed, distance, and heart rate. Harison has also mounted a separate media deck / water bottle holder above the console, but don't expect too much from it. It's mounted at a weird angle that often doesn't work for the angle that the average person sits at. Number 3. Nautilus R61 for recumbent bike. If you're looking for an affordable model that still offers many of the flagship features, the Nautilus R61 might just be the bike for you. This compact recumbent bike features a robust H-pattern frame that offers fine leveling adjustment in the back and a set of wheels in the front. Additionally, they've installed a handle on the rear of the frame that allows you to lift the bike up and move it in and out of storage with ease. That's a feature we rarely see even on more expensive models. The seat is made of mold plastic. It's a rigid, contoured mesh design that offers decent support and comfort. The seat is mounted on a robust rail, although Nautilus have used substandard bolts to do so. As a result, they are known to come loose over longer periods of use. You'll potentially have to retighten the bolts over time or, ideally, use a fixative like Loctite when first assembling the bike. The bike features a set of handlebars next to the seat that sports standard heart rate monitoring sensors. These HR monitors are not known to be particularly good, so don't expect too much from them. The flywheel is a solid unit that's about average when it comes to noise and smoothness under load. Resistance is controlled via the massive console unit that features 22 workout programs as well as 20 levels of manually adjustable resistance. You're getting two displays, the main display used for navigation as well as preset control, and the secondary display that shows your main stats. These controls are intuitive and simple to use. Nautilus has managed to include a number of creature comforts as well. You've got a built-in set of speakers paired with an MP3 input port, a USB charging port, and a cooling fan. Overall, the Nautilus R61 offers great bang for your buck. Number 4. Marcy Me 706 Exercise Bike. This recumbent bike is one of Marcy's mid-range offerings and is a solid choice for those looking for something a bit different. Marcy hasn't followed the dogma when it comes to recumbent bikes in this market segment. For starters, the Me 706 is rather compact. It sits on a low-profile H-pattern frame that's made of flat steel tubes. It comes with basic level adjustment in the rear and wheels in the front. The seat is where Marcy parted ways with most other bikes on this list. Instead of going with a hard mesh plastic seat design, they simply took two completely flat boards and added quality padding to them. Although it may seem like a lazy design shortcut, these types of seats tend to work better for those who find contoured mold designs too aggressive. With that said, the seat is easy to adjust and quite stable. Marcy has used a quality flywheel for this model that has a dual purpose. Aside from offering resistance, the flywheel drives the self-regenerating power system. In other words, pedaling powers up the console and means that the bike requires no batteries or external power. That said, there's actually not that much to power. The Me 706's console is pretty basic compared to most others on this list. You're getting a backlit display, rudimentary controls, and a media shelf. With digitally controlled resistance, you can choose between 23 factory presets and 24 levels of manually selectable resistance. All in all, this is easily one of Marcy's best recumbent bikes under $500. Number 5. Sunny SF, RB 4850. The last bike on our list comes from Sunny Health and Amp Fitness and represents a well-rounded option for those who don't want to spend too much on a recumbent exercise bike. The SF RB 4850 features the trifecta of good frame design, fine leveling adjustment in the rear, transport wheels and a transport handle. Aside from that, you're looking at solid steel construction that is extremely stable. The seat on this bike represents what's probably the optimal solution when it comes to comfort. Sunny Health and Fitness has used a hard plastic mesh for the contoured backrest while the actual seat is heavily padded with high-density foam. Adjusting the seat for height is done using a simple lever mechanism. Just like on other models that sport heart rate monitoring, the sensors are found on the handlebars mounted to the seat. Sunny's flywheel design has always been on point, which is also the case with this bike. You can count on a reasonably silent flywheel that's smooth enough to not be noticeable during operation. Moving up the bike, we've got a great console that features a backlit display. Although pretty simple in nature, this console is miles ahead of the competition, and it all has to do with the media shelf. Instead of mounting at the bottom of the console, Sunny has mounted it above the display. That way you can enjoy your favorite show all while having a clear view of the screen. This being a digitally controlled bike means you've got 12 built-in presets and 16 levels of resistance to choose from. This is probably the only area where the SF RB 4850 falls behind its competition. With that said, those 16 levels of resistance are plenty enough for a challenging workout for most people.